morning sun is climbing through the window pane. I wake up with the heavy weight of yesterday's rain. My mind starts racing faster than a runaway train, thinking of the bills to pay and all the hidden pain. But I refuse to let the darkness take the steering wheel. I refuse to let the anger dictate how I feel. I sit up on the edge of my unmade and messy bed, and I prepare to fight the heavy battles in my head. I take a deep breath in and I slowly let it out, silencing the inner noise and silencing the doubt. I have a choice on how to walk into the morning light. I have a choice to walk away from the bitter fight. I look into the mirror and I wipe the tears away, and I declare it loudly: today is gonna be my peaceful day. Today is gonna be my peaceful day. I burn the coffee and the traffic is a crawling line. The world is rushing blindly, leaving everyone behind. Somebody honks their horn and tries to bring my spirit down, spreading all their toxic poison through this busy town. But I am armed with something stronger than a bitter word. I have a silent mantra that the universe has heard. I smile at the stranger with the fury in his eyes, and let the soaring eagle of compassion slowly rise. I take a deep breath in and I slowly let it out, silencing the inner noise and silencing the doubt. I have a choice on how to walk into the morning light. I have a choice to walk away from the bitter fight. I look into the mirror and I wipe the tears away, and I declare it loudly: today is gonna be my peaceful day. Today is gonna be my peaceful day. It is a practice, it doesn't happen overnight. You have to keep on walking toward the radiant light. When you stumble and you fall upon the heavy stone, just remember that you never have to walk alone. Start it over, say the words and let the healing flow into the deepest valleys where the broken rivers go. I take a deep breath in and I slowly let it out, silencing the inner noise and silencing the doubt. I have a choice on how to walk into the morning light. I have a choice to walk away from the bitter fight. I look into the mirror and I wipe the tears away, and I declare it loudly: today is gonna be my peaceful day. Today is gonna be my peaceful day. Just breathe. Start over again. It is your choice. Today Today is gonna be my peaceful day. I used to be an engineer, working in the modern globe, writing lines of digital logic, making all the systems flow. I could hack into the server, I could wipe the memory clean, the smartest and the fastest mind that you had ever seen. But I looked at all the data and I saw that it was frail. A single click of malice and the whole machine would fail. The teachings of the master were floating in the cloud, buried in the noise of a distracted, frantic crowd. I knew I had to leave the world of the digital behind, to build a lasting legacy for the future of mankind. I am turning the code into a solid, heavy stone, building up a sanctuary that the world has never known. The internet will vanish, the servers will decay, but the marble and the granite are forever going to stay. For 4,000 years the ancient truth will surely stand, a monument of wisdom in the center of the land. I traded all the glory for a saffron-colored robe, to engrave the holy message for the people of the globe. I made a vow before the elders and the thousands gathered around, to build the Dharma Setia upon the Texas ground. It isn't made of concrete that will crumble in the rain. It is built to weather every storm and every hurricane. Only kings of ancient times could build a project of this size, but a simple monkey's reaching for the absolute skies. If I cannot finish it before my human life is through, I will be reborn again until the massive work is true. I am turning the code into a solid, heavy stone, building up a sanctuary that the world has never known. The internet will vanish, the servers will decay, but the marble and the granite are forever going to stay. For 4,000 years the ancient truth will surely stand, a monument of wisdom in the center of the land. I traded all the glory for a saffron-colored robe, to engrave the holy message for the people of the globe. The hackers and the viruses can never touch the rock. The truth is safely guarded from the ticking of the clock. The future generations will trace the letters with their hand, and feel the loving kindness radiating to the land. I am turning the coal into a solid, heavy stone, building up a sanctuary that the world has never known. The internet will vanish, the servers will decay, but the marble and the granite are forever going to stay. For 4,000 years the ancient truth will surely stand, a monument of wisdom in the center of the land. I traded all the glory for a saffron-colored robe, to engrave the holy message for the people of the globe. From code to stone, from mind to earth, I am turning the code into a solid, heavy stone, building up a sanctuary that the world has never known. The internet will vanish, the servers will decay, but the marble and the granite are forever going to stay. For 4,000 years the ancient truth will surely stand, a monument of wisdom in the center of the land. I traded all the glory for a saffron-colored robe, to engrave the holy message for the people of the globe. From code to stone, from mind to earth, A vow for 4,000 years engraved in peace. For 6 long years I carried an unimaginable weight, standing broken-hearted at the unforgiving gate. My brother and my sister took their beautiful lives away, leaving me to navigate the darkness of the day. The grief was like an ocean pulling me beneath the tide. I had nowhere to run to and I had nowhere to hide. I felt the heavy guilt and the paralyzing fear, drowning in the sorrow of a never-ending tear. But then I found the walkers and the teachings of the breath, showing me a way to live beyond the shadow of the dead. Right here, right now, I plant my weary feet. I find a gentle shelter from the bitter cold defeat. I will not let my mind go back to where the tragedy occurred. I will anchor my existence to the beauty of the world. The past is just a ghost and the future is a guess. I am cleaning up the pieces of my complicated mess. I breathe the air of healing, I wipe the tears of joy, saving the spirit the darkness tried to destroy. Sometimes the mind betrays me and it tries to drag me down to the memories of sorrow in that quiet, lonely town. I worry about a car I need to buy in 2 more years, creating a mountain of unnecessary fears. But it takes a lot of practice to tame the heavy mind, and to leave the painful baggage and the suffering behind. I watch the monks walking with a steady, quiet grace, never showing sadness upon their peaceful face. If they can walk 1,000 miles through the freezing winter chill, then I can find the courage to simply just be still. Right here, right now, I plant my weary feet. I find a gentle shelter from the bitter cold defeat. I will not let my mind go back to where the tragedy occurred. I will anchor my existence to the beauty of the world. The past is just a ghost and the future is a guess. I am cleaning up the pieces of my complicated mess. I breathe the air of healing, I wipe the tears of joy, saving the spirit the darkness tried to destroy. I fail during the day, I stumble and I fall, but I get back up and answer the universal call. I say the peaceful mantra, I start it all anew, finding the strength I never even knew I had to use. Right here, right now, I plant my weary feet. I find a gentle shelter from the bitter cold defeat. I will not let my mind go back darkness tried to destroy. Not 19 years ago, not 2 years from now, right here, right now. They walked into the Capitol with dusty, tired shoes, leaving behind the anger of the evening cable news. People wondered if they would go to the highest house of white, to shake the hands of power in the middle of the fight, to take a famous photograph and stand upon the stage and become another story on a complicated page. But the leader of the walkers simply shook his head and smiled. His heart was just as pure as an innocent young child. He said, "This walk of peace is not a political display. It is a spiritual journey to find a better way. There is no left, there is no right, there is only human peace, wishing for the suffering of the world to finally cease. If you walk into the politics, you alienate the soul. You divide the fragile country instead of making it whole. We don't want to be celebrities, we don't want the fame. We are not here to play a partisan and bitter game. True compassion doesn't care about the banner that you wave. It only wants to heal the beautiful people it can save. The world is so divided, tearing itself apart, ignoring the simple beating of the universal heart. If they went to the president, the message would be lost, and the pure intention would suffer terrible cost. People would misunderstand the magic they achieved, twisting up the holy truth that everyone believed. So they bypassed the power and they stayed upon the street, connecting with the ordinary people they would meet. From the farmers to the factory, the message was the same, erasing all the prejudice and washing away the blame. There is no left, there is no right, there is only human peace, wishing for the suffering of the world to finally cease. If you walk into the politics, you alienate the soul. You divide the fragile country instead of making it whole. We don't want to be celebrities, we don't want the fame. We are not here to play a partisan and bitter game. True compassion doesn't care about the banner that you wave. It only wants to heal the beautiful people it can save. Just peace for all beings, no politics, just an open heart. Before the yellow rogues walked across the interstate, The master walked behind the heavy iron prison gate. He saw the broken man who couldn't sit completely still, trapped inside the anger of their own aggressive will. Their minds were wandering aimlessly inside a concrete cage, burning with anxiety and burning with a rage. They couldn't find a peaceful moment, not a single one, hiding in the shadows far away from the sun. He brought them the meditation, the simple active breath, to pull them from the valleys of depression and of death. From the heavy prison walls to the vast and open roads, he is teaching humanity how to drop the heavy loads. You can be trapped inside a cell, walking completely free, but the mind is where you find your true and total liberty. Mindfulness is a key that unlocks the hardest door, allowing you to step upon a brand new solid floor. A monk can walk 1,000 miles, a prisoner can sit, but both of them are learning how to let the anger quit. He asked himself, what can a humble Buddhist monk really do to bring a little healing to the many and the few? He saw the suffering of the captive and the suffering of the free, and realized that the pain is the same for you and me. So he organized the walkers and he stepped onto the street to spread the loving kindness with his blistered, tired feet, showing that the teachings are for every single soul, to take the shattered pieces and to make the spirit whole. The asphalt of the highway and the concrete of the cell, both of them are places where the miracles can dwell. From the heavy prison walls to the vast and open roads, he is teaching humanity how to drop the heavy loads. You can be trapped inside a cell, walking completely free, but the mind is where you find your true and total liberty. Mindfulness is a key that unlocks the hardest door, allowing you to step upon a brand new solid floor. A monk can walk 1,000 miles, a prisoner can sit, but both of them are learning how to let the anger quit. It doesn't matter who you are or what you might have done, the warmth of compassion shines exactly like the sun. We are all deserving of the peace that we can find by taming all the chaos in the center of the mind. From the heavy prison walls to the vast and open roads, he is teaching humanity how to drop the heavy loads. You can be trapped inside a cell, walking completely free, but the mind is where you find your true and total liberty. Mindfulness is a key that unlocks the hardest door, allowing you to step upon a brand new solid floor. A monk can walk 1,000 miles, They started out in Texas when the autumn wind was cold, a group of humble walkers with a story to be told. 2,300 miles of gravel and of dirt, walking through the nation to alleviate the hurt. People said that it was crazy, that it couldn't be achieved, but the monks just bowed their heads because they truly believed. Through the deep and dangerous places where the heavy shadows hide, they walked with love and kindness, acting as their only guide. No fame, no recognition, just the rhythm of the feet, moving down the center of the broken highway street. From the dusty roads of Fort Worth to the monuments of D.C., they drew a line of absolute and beautiful harmony. Blistered toes and weary bones underneath the burning sun, walking until the holy and the peaceful work was done. They didn't preach a sermon, they didn't raise a heavy sword, they just showed the entire country the power of the word. We watched them on the glowing screens with tears inside our eyes, witnessing a miracle beneath the western skies. We saw the way they answered every angry, bitter shout with a gentle, loving smile that chased away the heavy doubt. When the obstacles arose, they didn't run away and hide. They let the human cruelty wash away into the tide. They carried the compassion to the stranger in the cold, a testament of courage that will never grow too old. So many people warned them of the danger in the South, but they extinguished every fire with the water from their mouth. From the dusty roads of Fort Worth to the monuments of D.C., they drew a line of absolute and beautiful harmony. Blistered toes and weary bones underneath the burning sun, walking until the holy and the peaceful work was done. They didn't preach a sermon, they didn't raise a heavy sword, they just showed the entire country the power of the word. We watched them on the glowing screens with tears inside our eyes, witnessing a miracle beneath the western skies. Now the journey is complete, but the legacy remains, flowing like a river through the American veins. From Fort Worth to the capital, the steps are laid in grace, making this chaotic world a much more loving place. From the dusty roads of Fort Worth to the monuments of D.C., they drew a line of absolute and beautiful harmony. Blistered toes and weary bones underneath the burning sun, walking until the holy and the peaceful work was done. They didn't preach a sermon, they didn't raise a heavy sword, they just showed the entire country the power of the word. We watched them on the glowing screens with tears inside our eyes, witnessing a miracle beneath the western skies. 2,000 miles walked in peace,
inside my head, tearing up the memories and the things I should have said. It jumps from the future to the shadows of the past, moving through my consciousness incredibly too fast. The doctors call it ADHD, a restless heavy brain, standing unprotected in the pouring freezing rain. I try to find a quiet place, but the noise is way too loud, trapped inside the center of a suffocating crowd. But the master taught a lesson to put the beast to rest, to calm the heavy pounding in the middle of my chest. You have to fight the wild animal with the rhythm of the breath, walking past the valleys of anxiety and death. It is very hard to let it go, this chaos we have known, living in the society where the seeds of stress are sown. But focus on the inhale and focus on the out. That is how you conquer the wild and heavy doubt. You hold all the strength of the world inside your hand. You just have to practice and try to understand. I used to think the peace was just a magical disguise, but now I see the clarity within the master's eyes. He walked 1,000 miles with a calm and steady pace, never showing panic on his beautifully silent face. It takes a strong determination to tame the heavy beast, to turn a daily fasting to a spiritual feast. Be patient with yourself when you stumble on the track. You have the mighty power to bring the focus back. The wild animal is scary, but it only feeds on fear. Just breathe into the moment and the path will become clear. You have to fight the wild animal with the rhythm of the breath, walking past the valleys of anxiety and death. It is very hard to let it go, this chaos we have known, living in the society where the seeds of stress are sown. But focus on the inhale and focus on the out. That is how you conquer the wild and heavy doubt. You hold all the strength of the world inside your hand. You just have to practice and try to understand. Don't give up the battle, keep fighting through the night, until the wild animal surrenders to the light. You don't need to run away, you don't need to hide, just tame the heavy wilderness you carry deep inside. You have to fight the wild animal with the rhythm of the breath, walking past the valleys of anxiety and death. It is very hard to let it go, this chaos we have known, living in a society where the seeds of stress are sown. But focus on the inhale and focus on the out. That is how you conquer the wild and heavy doubt. You hold all the strength of the world inside your hand. You just have to practice and try to understand. Breathe in, breathe out. Tame the animal, find your peace.
I am a mother of two beautiful and precious little kids, navigating a society where the heavy darkness hides. I look at the materialistic disturbance all around, tearing the foundations of the family to the ground. I worry for their future, I worry for their soul. How will they ever keep their fragile spirits whole? I drive them to their school and I try to teach them right, before they have to step into the heavy modern fight. I want them to learn the meditation when they are young, before the bitter melodies of the world are ever sung. We have to plant the seeds for tomorrow in the garden of today, to help the future generations find a better, quiet way. Protect them from the suffering, protect them from the pain, set the limits on the glowing bright machines and show them what the beauty of the quiet moment means. If every single school would teach the children how to breathe, imagine all the miracles the nation could achieve. A sanctuary of compassion, replacing all the stress, cleaning up the corners of this complicated mess. We have to plant the seeds for tomorrow in the garden of today, to help the future generations find a better, quiet way. Protect them from the suffering, protect them from the pain, teach them how to shelter from the heavy falling rain. Take away the digital screens, liberate the precious mind, and leave the heavy chaos of the century behind. If we teach them how to breathe before their bones are fully set, they will build a peaceful world that we will never forget. The youth of the temple are gathering in the hall, answering the spiritual and the universal call. We are building up a program to guide them to the light, to give them all the armor for the coming heavy fight. We have to plant the seeds for tomorrow in the garden of today, to help the future generations find a better, quiet way. Protect them from the suffering, protect them from the pain, teach them how to shelter from the heavy falling rain. Take away the digital screens, liberate the precious mind, and leave the heavy chaos of the century behind. If we teach them how to breathe before their bones are fully set, they will build a peaceful world that we will never forget. Plant the seeds, plant the seeds, teach the children, liberate the mind for the future. I used to wake up early with my fingers reaching out, looking for the glowing screen to feed my human doubt. The master calls it the lover, the little phone we hold, stealing all our precious time before we get too old. I felt so guilty looking at the tragic morning news, absorbing all the sadness and the heavy digital blues. My mind was spinning faster than a hurricane of thought, tangled in the artificial web that I was caught. But then I heard the message from the monks upon the road, telling me to put away the heavy toxic load. Hang up the love, put the glowing screen away, step out of the digital and into the light of day. You don't need a timeline to tell you how to feel. Come back to the present and discover what is real. Feel the wind blowing softly through the branches of the trees. Listen to the singing of the birds upon the breeze. Set the timer, eat your lunch, and let the worries fall. Hang up the lover and answer the peaceful call. is full of restless energy and constant fear, thinking of the things I need to buy in a couple years, missing out on the beauty of the plate right in my hand, missing out on the glory of this beautiful green land. But I am learning how to build a fortress in my mind, leaving all the frantic scrolling far, so far behind. It is a victory to leave the lover on the shelf. It is a victory to finally find my inner self. Hang up the lover, put the glowing screen away, step out of the digital and into the light of day. You don't need a timeline to tell you how to feel. Come back to the present and discover what is real. Feel the wind blowing softly through the branches of the trees. Listen to the singing of the birds upon the breeze. Set the timer, eat your lunch, and let the worries fall. Hang up the lover and answer the peaceful call. It takes a lot of courage to disconnect the wire, to extinguish the anxiety and the artificial fire. But once you break the habit and you breathe the open air, you find the loving kindness waiting for you everywhere. Hang up the lover, put the glowing screen away, step out of the digital and into the light of day. You don't need a timeline to tell you how to feel. Come back to the present and discover what is real. Feel the wind blowing softly through the branches of the trees. Listen to the singing of the birds upon the breeze. Set the timer, eat your lunch, and let the worries fall. Hang up the love and answer the peaceful call. Put it down, look up at the sky, breathe in the wind. You are finally free. We gather at the temple for the homecoming embrace, to look upon the weary walkers in this holy place. They marched across the country with an unwearying faith, defeating every demon and defeating every wraith, enduring physical hardships without a single cry, bring the essence of peace beneath the American sky. The families traveled far and wide to offer their devotion, creating a massive and a beautiful emotion. The ceremony starts and the golden blessings rain, washing away the months of the struggle and the pain. People ask if this is the end of the walk for peace, if the steps of compassion will finally come to cease. But the Master smiles gently and he tells the loving crowd, with a voice that is humble but incredibly proud, this is not the ending, this is just the beginning line, where the human spirit really gets a chance to shine. Millions of didn't expect the thousands to come out on the street, to wash the road with tears and to kiss the walkers' feet. But it proved that the world is hungry for a gentle, healing touch, that humanity is hurting and it needs the comfort much. We share the holy merits of this gathering with you, hoping that the vision of a better world comes true. The volunteers and donors made this miracle ignite, illuminating the darkness of the terrifying night. The shoes are put away now and the journey is complete, but the practice of the mind is continuing its beat. People ask if this is the end of the walk for peace, if the steps of compassion will finally come to cease. But the Master smiles gently and he tells the loving crowd, with a voice that is humble but incredibly proud, this is not the ending, this is just the beginning line, where the human spirit really gets a chance to shine. Millions of people are practicing the message every day. The physical walk is over, but the peace is here to stay. In April they will journey to the holy island shore, to receive the sacred relics from the ancient days of yore. The mission is expanding and the love is growing fast, building up a future that is finally meant to last. People ask if this is the end of the walk for peace, if the steps of compassion will finally come to cease. But the Master smiles gently and he tells the loving crowd, with a voice that is humble but incredibly proud, this is not the ending, this is just the beginning line, where the human spirit really gets a chance to shine. Millions of people are practicing the message every day. The physical walk is over, but the peace is here to stay. Just the beginning, the walk goes on in our hearts. Peace prevails.